find the card. So I can actually check inside my pocket. One card in my pocket. I actually had one. Was yours the Ace of Spades? No?
No.
Good.
No. I went to South Georgia on a quickly. I'll tell this, and then I want to see some magic. I went to South Georgia on a hog hunt one time, and we didn't really know what we were doing. We were doing it Vietnam style, stalking through the woods silently with semi-automatic SKS rifles. And at the time I had very long hair, and it was long, and I didn't put anything in it. I would just comb it into some sort of like floofy feminine bullshit, and I used this coconut shampoo and conditioner, and so my hair smelled like candy. And the South Georgia mosquitoes and gnats were around my head in a buzz. I was bringing up the rear, and my dad and cousin turned around and went, "God damn! Oh Lord!" And they both like come and start helping me beat the mosquitoes and flies off everyone's got their respective hats, like swinging them around my head, and it was awful, worst thing ever. All right, come on, blow us away here.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
no
so
pressure.
I'm going to go through these cards like this. Can you see them when I go through like that?
Very well.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to try and look away so I'm not looking at the screen. And I want you to just tell me when to stop anytime while I'm going through.
Stop.
Right there?
Yep.
Are you happy with that one, or you want to change?
Oh, yeah,
it?
I like that one.
Okay, so I want you to think of that card over and over and over in your head, right? You got it over
That's
and
all
over
I
and over
ever
in your
do.
head? Remember it?
Yes.
Okay, now I'll try and figure out information about the card. Now, normally I would try and guess the card, but since we're through the screen, I'll have to actually find the card. So I can actually check inside my pocket. One card in my pocket. I actually had one. Was yours the Ace of Spades? No?
No.
Good.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Let me... Yeah. King of Diamonds?
I know how you did it. He cheated.
Yes. There's a lot of cheating going on. Let me make sure that you can see my hands. All right. How about this? Can you just tell me when to stop?
Quickly before you do the trick, what he just did there, he flipped his finger through the cards so that we could rapidly see them changing. I said stop, and he stopped on the King of Diamonds. Then he continued to shuffle the cards, and then told me to think about my card, and then he reached into his pocket and pulled out the King of Diamonds somehow. It was in his fucking shirt. It was in his coat pocket.
I didn't see him mess with his shirt.
Giving them a good shuffle, fanning them out for us, letting us know that they're mostly there.
I just want to make sure that you can see the fronts and the backs.
They're real cards. They're shuffles.
So there's not like 52 King of Diamonds, you know? That would be not good. Okay, so how about this? Could you just tell me when to stop while I'm going through these cards?
Stop.
Okay, do you want the King, the Jack, or the 4? Because there's a delay. So
The Jack.
The Jack. Okay, the Jack of Spades. See it?
Yes, I see it.
Okay. Now, what we'll do, we'll take the Jack of Spades and I'll trap it into the deck. And you know what's kind of interesting is that you did pick a spade. And the box the cards come in is red, but the one thing that's blue on this is the spade.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want the spade in the deck to match this spade, it just looks like this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And now all the cards should now be blue. So now every card in the deck should be blue.
Well,
But where did the red ones go?
Well, except for one, right?
Oh.
And you remember yours, correct?
I do.
Yes.
The Jack of Spades,
Uh-huh.
right? And then the rest are
He
all
just
blue.
literally he showed us the cards. Like he shuffled the deck. He selected a card in the middle, and then he showed us the deck front to back. And I didn't pay too much attention to it, but it was a red deck of cards, as we all know. They're either red or blue if they're bicycle cards. Then he turned the deck back around and shuffled a bit more, and then quickly, with no deception that I noticed, turned them all to blue instead.
And you cannot have one red card in a deck of blue. So if I go through the hand once and through the hand twice, then we should have another blue card, and now all of the cards would be.
He took a single card and rotating it in his hands. I never lost sight of at least one part of the card. He changed the color of the card, and I don't mean the suit. I mean he changed it from a red card to a blue card.
I like this
Absolutely.
trick because, like, it's one thing to palm a single card. Like, I've tried to do it. I suck at it. I can't fool anybody. But, you know, I know the idea is a whole deck. Like, I don't know where that went. Like,
Yeah, and in case anybody's wondering about the faces, yes, they are all different faces. They're not like red on one side and blue on the other. Or whatever.
Yeah. This isn't this, that, and the other. Are you familiar with that trick?
Yes, I am familiar. That was the first trick I ever learned.
That's the first trick I ever learned. And it's the only trick I ever learned. And I got so goddamn slick with it that I did it at a poker game, and they wouldn't let me deal afterwards. And there's not a whole lot of like trickery in that. I couldn't really utilize this, that, and the other trick to like cheat, and I certainly never would because you'd get your ass kicked. But like they saw me do this, that, and the other, and they wouldn't let me deal.
I still have it in my wallet.
Look at that! You're the man. I made my own too. Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first trick I learned. And well, now that you know that there's another card, it kind of ruins the ending, doesn't it?
None of these guys, but I'm the only one who knows.
I've only learned like one magic trick ever that was BS, and even then, when I learned it, I couldn't get it right most of the time, and so usually it was like half of the trick was me being like, "Can I actually do magic? Like, can I will this to work right now?" No, fuck, damn it! Like, no, it's not your card, not even close.
It's such a good finisher, though. It's just like you learn in life that sometimes you get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but not much of the other. And it's like, holy shit, this guy has been going through 3 cards in his hand for like 45 seconds at least if you're doing the trick fast, and he hid a card from me the whole time. And the whole time you're just showing them the 3 cards. You're turning them over and flipping them up, and you're just it's a cool trick, and it's an easier trick to learn, I think, with practice.
Absolutely. Yeah, I actually when I was in 4th or 5th grade, I think it was the summer before 5th grade, that was when I started getting interested in it. And the way that I started wasn't with the magic kits or wasn't with the books. It was really just in front of a mirror practicing magic, trying to make it happen. And it's actually kind of interesting because now I still do a lot of that kind of practicing. I've got like a 3-way mirror, and so I'll practice in front of that and just keep trying to come up with things. And that was how I started, so it gave me a very unique style that I've kind of run with ever since. But that trick was one of the first ones that I ever saw, like it popped up on the homepage online. I think it was like on the front page of this video. And then I actually saw it, and then I figured it out when I saw it in like 4th grade. And then I actually uploaded a video, one of my first videos on YouTube in like 4th grade, with me teaching how to do it a different way because I thought that I had come up with a better way of how
I might have seen that. I might have seen that because I was obsessed with that trick. I definitely watched more than one video on that trick.
Yeah, I deleted the video a long time ago, but yeah, it was me showing like you could do it this totally different method instead, because then you can make it happen in the other person's hands. Because that's my whole style. The reason that I love close-up magic. I mean, I have a stage show, which is very different, but the reason I love close-up is because you can make it happen in someone else's hands. And pretty much all of my tricks I've made to work in someone else's hands, and that's my favorite thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's see some more stuff. You showed us one the other day where, I don't want to give anything away, but you moved a card right before our eyes. There was a card in one hand, and quickly it was over here. It's more of a little flicky
like a sleight of hand thing.
It's more of the finisher of a trick than a trick in its own right.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, so this one, I mean, isn't really. This one's basically like just a sleight of hand kind of demonstration.
Yeah.
When I'm doing this and someone asks me, "Is everything you do sleight of hand?" then this is kind of how I'll answer that question. Where I'll say that there are parts of magic. There are parts of magic that are sleight of hand. There are parts of magic that are a lot based on just presentation. Like for example, if you tell me when to stop while I'm going through.
Stop.
Got it?
Yep.
Do you want to change it, or are you happy with that one?
I'm happy with that one.
Okay, so if I want to find the selected card, I have to guess about where it might be somewhere in the middle. So name a number around 26, because that's halfway. So it could be like 25, 24, or something a little higher, whatever. Name a number around 26. 27, so that would be a little bit more than halfway. So that would be like this one.
There you go.
So that would be just a pure sleight of hand. But then I'll do it.
Let me tell the audience what you just did.
But it's just a bunch of tens.
No, it's not. He ruffled through the deck. He stopped on. He ruffled through the deck. He stopped on the card that we selected. It was the 10 of diamonds, and then he began to shuffle the deck in a couple of different ways. And then he cut the deck with one hand. I'm sure most people are probably familiar with that. And cutting the deck mid-hand, with one or two fingers, he threw the card across the table from one hand to the other, caught it face down, and then revealed that it was our 10 of diamonds. Very slick. Like I feel like that finisher. I feel like the trick itself is, no offense, but I feel like it's probably simple what you're doing to move the 10 of diamonds to where you want. But your sleight of hand flick thing there, that takes practice, I'm sure.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.